Good evening and welcome inside the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville, North Carolina, as it's time once again for Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on the Marksmen Radio Network and Hockey TV. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside with you for this one. Time to write another chapter in what is quickly turning into one of the best rivalries, not only in the SPHL, but in all of hockey altogether. That's right, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs are in town to take on the Marksmen this weekend for a pair of contests. And then, just seemingly as soon as it began, the rivalry will only have 3 more matchups between these two teams at the conclusion of this pivotal weekend. These are 2 squads that are coming in from opposite sides of the pipeline. A Marksman group looking to extend a 6-game winning streak, including a pair of wins over the Rail Yard Dawgs last weekend. Meanwhile, Roanoke snapped a 4-game losing skid by defeating, at that point, the #1 Knoxville Ice Bears on Saturday, putting them in a spot where they feel like they have a little bit of momentum. But nonetheless, it's a Roanoke group that has lost 4 out of their last 5 and is looking to straighten things out as they head down the pipe. This is a tough stretch for the Rail Yard Dawgs in their schedule, as currently they're going through a series of contests with 12 of them to go, where they're facing one of the top 7 SPHL teams in 11 of their next 12. Corey Melkert talked about his team's play, and he also had some words about how he thought this weekend was going to go. And in a word, you can expect this one to be chippy. You'll hear his comments right after these messages from our corporate partners. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world. Of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads. Sometimes the guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. We welcome you back to Marksman Pregame. Drew Blevins alongside the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. Coach, you're riding the high of a 6-game winning streak. You win 2 against these Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs last weekend. What was it that was the difference maker for your team?
No, we just kind of stuck with it. I think we had a good weekend. Obviously, I think, everyone can kind of tell what their game plan is and, try to get under our skin and, things of that nature. I think as long as we stick with it and, let our talent kind of persevere, we'll be successful against a team like that.
It also appeared that you won those games in two different fashions. You came out hard and heavy on Thursday night, and then on Friday you used a lot of quality scoring opportunities to score 3 on 9 and chase Henry Dill. When you look at the way your offense played last weekend, what was it that was able to help them with that efficiency, especially on Friday night?
No, I think just sticking with our game. I think sticking together and, playing our game is what makes us successful, not just against Roanoke, but, every team. With a team like Roanoke, when they run around and they try to slash our best players and, get under our skin, we just have to keep at it. And like I said, let our talent kind of take over because, they're coached to be like that. Unfortunately, I don't really think it's, the right way to do things, but, end of the day, it is what it is. And, hopefully we can kind of persevere again tonight.
Well, and you've always told me that you're very much focused on what's going on in your dressing room. But when you look at the way that Roanoke team plays, the way they've played all season, is that sort of a theme and a motif you expect to carry over into this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's the way they're coached. It's the way they're played. When they have their, ninth forward or, whatever he is, chase around our best player and slash him in the ankles and, things of that nature. It's, it's not coming from the players. It's just the way they are, the way they're wired. It's in their DNA, which is, it's fine. We can beat you in multiple ways. And like I said, we just have to stick with our game.
I want to ask you a little bit about your defensive group. A handful of weeks ago, you had told me that you felt like this was a blue line that didn't give up a high volume of shots, but had a penchant for giving up 3 or 4 grade A quality opportunities. Is that something you've seen improvement with guys like Mark Wilson and Zach Hoffman in the lineup, or is that still something you think you can sharpen up on?
To be honest, it's kind of the same. I think with our group, we don't give up a ton of volume, but we do have a tendency to give up some grade A's. I think Hoffman's been really good. He's kind of exactly with kind of what we needed with, his sense of the game, and he plays physical, he defends, he boxes out, things of that nature. He's been really good. And, I think Mark has been, pretty stable as well, playing, bottom pair minutes. And, I can ask for much more than Mark. Sorry, he's played well, but Hoffman's been really good.
Last one for you before we let you go. Looking at what's going on in the NHL, AHL, ECHL with the trickle-down effect after the NHL got rid of its taxi squads, a lot of teams in the SP are starting to get their normal players back. Knoxville's been leading that charge with Andrew Ballant and Christian Stead making their way back into the lineup. Are you seeing that there could be a theme of some more change with the roster, getting some familiar faces back that had gone up to the ECHL, or do you think that everybody's starting to solidify right before you head into this playoff run?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing every year. It's really up in the air. It depends, like you said, it starts with the NHL and it goes down the American League and then the ECHL, and, it depends what position our guys are in and, things of that nature. So, for me, I just... I coach the guys that are in that dressing room right now, and if we get some guys back, great. Obviously that's the plan, but for this weekend, we're going to go in with the lineup we had success with last weekend, and we'll take things from there.
Coach Samux, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck.
Whoa! All right, thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back with more Marksmen pregame right after this.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins with you on Marksman pregame as the Fayetteville Marksmen prepare to take on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs in what has been one of the best series in all of minor league hockey throughout the course of the year. And if you want to look at some of the storylines, let's start with the most prevailing one. Both of these teams are 6-5-1 against each other. Through 12 games played so far this season, both teams have an overtime victory over the other team. But here's one that you might not have known. Coming into tonight's contest, the Fayetteville Marksmen have 102 goals for and 82 goals against. The Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs, 102 goals for, 82 goals against. This has been one of the most tightly packed rivalry series we've seen across the SPHL, and it promises to deliver another couple of compelling chapters between two teams that have played really good hockey throughout the course of the season. And though the standings might not indicate it right now, as these two teams are separated by a fair margin, and Roanoke's not going to be able to catch Fayetteville just this weekend, nonetheless, I really think both of these teams are evenly matched. And you know, this isn't one of those games you're coming into and you know who's going to win. You may give an edge to the Marksmen because of a home ice advantage, or you may have followed along all season and said, actually, it's been the road team who's had the favor in this series so far. The Marksmen finished the road portion of this series 5-3 in Roanoke. Meanwhile, the Rail Yard Dawgs are 3-0-1 here at the Crown Coliseum. 5 meetings remain between these two squads, including tonight's game. Whoever wins that best of 5 will win the season series. All 5 of the remaining matchups come right here at the Crown Coliseum here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Let's go ahead and look at the lineup changes for tonight. We'll start things off with the visiting Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs, who had to make a couple of paper transactions to get themselves legal for tonight's contest. Igor Kostyakov officially came off the 21-day injured reserve list last weekend. Thoughts were he was going to have a speedy recovery and was going to be able to key back into the lineup here this evening and get back on the right track this weekend. However, his recovery has been slowed. He'll not be in the lineup tonight and has actually been put on the 30-day injured reserve, retroactive to a month ago. Also on the injured reserve is Charlie Pelney, as Pelney suffered an injury against Knoxville last Saturday. He'll be out of the lineup, and Billy Vizzo has not made the trip as well. He's an extra with an illness. That means there is one roster spot available, and it's going to go to a guy making his SPHL debut in Austin Anselmo. Anselmo comes from SUNY Plattsburgh, making his pro debut tonight. And Dylan Hill has also come back from the Fort Wayne Comets. He'll be in the lineup tonight for the Rail Yard Dawgs. The only change for the Fayetteville Marksmen is a simple swap of forwards. Brian Moore is back in the lineup tonight, and Taylor Best is out with an undisclosed concern. He left the game in Roanoke early last Friday in the 3-1 win over the Rail Yard Dawgs. Folks, we're going to step aside for one more quick commercial break. Coming back from it, we'll give you our keys to victory. This is Marksman Hockey.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. For the final time during Marksman pregame, we welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins alongside you on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. Let's start things off with the visiting Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, a team that may very well be in the crossroads of their season. And as they go through this stretch of now 12 games left of 13 where they're playing an SPHL top 7 seed, for the Rail Yard Dogs, the path is clear. You can win your way into a better playoff seed, but if you're not able to keep up with some of these really strong groups, then you're going to stay stuck somewhere between that 6 and 8 seed. I can't tell you where that's going to be because I don't know what the other teams are going to do. But for Roanoke, you do control your own destiny, and one of their keys tonight is they have to play desperate hockey. This is a group that very rarely takes a lot of offensive risks. This isn't a team that's often pushing the puck up the ice. They like to play slow. They want to slow things down because they know how strong they are between the pipes, and they know that when they're healthy, they've got a really good defensive group. They don't want to put too much stress on their forwards by forcing them to push the puck up the ice and get into a situation where they can have a bad turnover and give up an odd man rush going the other way. And odd man rushes were one of the keys for the Marksmen to winning both games last weekend. But you have to play a game where you want to win, and you've got to come out and you've got to be the team that is okay taking a couple of risks and okay going into the corner to do the little detailed things. They've got to play a desperate brand of hockey. The other thing for the Rail Yard Dogs is they've got to be the better team early, and both of the Marksmen wins last weekend. Fayetteville jumped out to a 1-0 lead, carried it into the first period locker room, and never gave it back up. And that's a critical thing for the Marksmen. They've been the best team in the SPHL at starting fast and scoring in the first period. Roanoke has to be the team to turn the tables tonight and put themselves in a position to be the better group early. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, offensive efficiency was a theme all weekend last weekend, and you heard Corey Melkert talk about it. 3 goals on 9 shots to chase Henry Dill in Friday's win is massive for this Marksman group and something they're going to have to find a way to continually do. I think that's something they've got to look at tonight. It may not be a high-quantity shot night. It may have to be a high-quality shot night, and you may have to find a way to execute on those shots and find ways to put the puck by Austin Rodebush early. The other thing for the Marksmen, and this has been something that Corey Melkert has talked about all year long, you've got to be the team that's responsible and making responsible decisions with the hockey puck. That's got to be something that the Marksmen prioritize tonight, as they do not want to put themselves in a position where they're giving up bad goals, odd man rushes, and quality opportunities to a Roanoke Rail Yard Dog group that does still have some weapons, and it looks like Mac Jansen is starting to climb out of that scoring slump that he had been suffering through most of the month of January. Folks, that's going to do it for us during Marksman pregame. Puck drop between the Rail Yard Dogs and the Fayetteville Marksmen is next.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey, Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's original double, Chicago dog, and a turtle sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you inside the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville, North Carolina for another edition of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey, as tonight the Fayetteville Marksmen host their bitter rivals to the north, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside with you for this one. The Fayetteville Marksmen are enjoying a 6-game win streak that includes a pair of victories over the Rail Yard Dawgs last weekend by the final count of 3-2 and 3-1 respectively. The Marksmen in their home black uniforms will look to stretch the win streak to 7. And if they win and Quad City loses, the Marksmen will find themselves in 4th position in the SPHL. The Rail Yard Dawgs are in their traditional road white uniforms, blue numericals, blue breezers, and white socks. Jason Hopp is our referee tonight, with Evan Knox and Corey Peranic on the lines. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from Fayetteville, North Carolina, as away we go with the Rail Yard Dawgs holding on to the puck in their own zone before getting across the red line and dumping it in. Renda will push wide to Oliveri. He's center, stolen by Jansen. He's in the high slot. Stick check, lost the puck. Spun into the near side corner toward Anderson. He's knocked off the puck, and the Marksmen have it on the near side boards. Trying to dig around Jansen, but unable to is Tanner Fraze. He reaches after it, but lost it. Now a chance for Hepner, who drives in, shoots. Moran says no, and the puck ends up below the goal line, where it's scooped up to Tanner Fraze. He'll drive up the near side wing. He's around one man. Fraze, with good speed, has just Armstrong to beat, who cuts him off back behind the net. Takedown at the goal line as Armstrong got into McCloy. Near side corner, this puck squirts in front. Austin Rodebush wants a pause. He'll get it, and that'll give us an opportunity to discuss tonight's goaltenders. Austin Rodebush gets the start in net for the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs. He came in in relief of Henry Dill on Friday. Dill gave up 3 goals on 9 shots. Rodebush shut the door on the remaining attempts for the Marksmen. He has 12 wins on the season, a 2.16 goals against average, and a 917 save percentage. Brent Moran, with his 6th consecutive start, has won all 5 of his previous starts for the Marksmen. He has a 2.00 goals against average and a league-leading 927 save percentage. Of course, you won't catch that on the website because he's only played 5 games and is not in that qualified statistic. Hard takedown on Stubbs as Hoffman got into him there, and this puck will be scooped up by the Marksmen in their own zone. Backhanded to the far side boards. And here comes Tommy Biesinger driving. Backhands off the outside of the net, and the Marksmen are on it. Hanging on to it here and looking for a lane. That is Moore, who will spin it into the near side corner. Gave to Bednard, who finds Moore. He fires a shot through traffic. Rodebush may have gotten a piece of this one. Lofted up off the near side glass to Stubbs, but it's intercepted, and Bednard has it. Turns around of Jeff Jones. Having a lane here is Oliveri. Had his stick lifted at the last moment. Now a centering pass and a one-timer. Rodebush gets a piece of it with a goal stick. Brian Moore hanging on to the puck for the Marksmen. Sends it into the near corner. A good start for Fayetteville here, just 2 minutes into the first period. Taken below the goal line. Here's a pass to the point. This one skitters just wide of the near side post, and Matt McNair's onto it before being thwarted by Wojtek Simlicka. This is sent right back the near side boards. Wilson will find Harrison Harper, who gave to Moore. He'll just touch and get for a change. FX Girard with a long shot, sticked out by Rodebush. The rebound high in the air, settled to O'Day, who will headman the puck. Fogarty is rocked crossing the blue line, and a hard hit from Harrison Harper. He got the better of him in Roanoke last Thursday. Matt McNair scooping up the puck. McNair now second on the team in points, tied with Taylor Best, who is the healthy extra this evening. Near side boards, this will be backhanded by Girard. Deep below the attacking goal line, with 3 minutes gone by in this first period, we remain scoreless between the Rail Yard Dogs and the Marksmen. This is Chris Vella, somebody to keep an eye on as he sets the physical tone for this Rail Yard Dog group. His breakout pass goes off a Marksman stick into the Roanoke bench, and that'll give us a pause with 17:05 to go in the first period. Keep an eye on Chris Vella and Josh Nenadal. And if you had the opportunity to join us for Corey Melkert's pregame comments, you would have heard a little bit of disdain in his voice, especially when referring to Dan Bremner and the way this Roanoke group is coached, as Sherwood takes a spill at the near face-off circle, turned over. Oliveri has it in the far corner. Off-angle shot hits the outside of the goal post and will bounce to the point. Spinning with it, Oliveri looking for a lane. He fires. Rodebush will swallow and hang on. And Nenadal specifically was the one that Corey Melkert had a lot of disdain for, said he was flying around and slashing and charging up high with hits. And you can judge for yourself watching the replay of those games. Nenadal was ejected for what ended up being an elbowing penalty, initially assessed as a headbutt. And in speaking with the off-ice officials after that game, the initial penalty was going to be a head contact foul. That is not technically in the SPHL rulebook, so it was graded an elbow instead after some deliberation. To the near side point, Hoffman with a drive, the rebound, they score! Traffic in front, and the Fayetteville Marksmen draw first blood in this one, and it's Brian Moore lurking in front of Austin Rodebush, who taps home the rebound. 1-0 Fayetteville. It was one of our keys to the game in talking about the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, as you knew how important it was going to be for this Roanoke group to go ahead and get out and try to charge ahead early. That's not going to be the case here, as less than 4 minutes into the contest, the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 1-0 lead. Puck scooped up by Roanoke as Nenadal will center to O'Day. He's got it in the far red line and will dump it in behind the net. Moran zips it around. Sherwood stops it, shoots it off the end wall. Brian Moore continues his tears. He has scored in every game he's played in a Marksman uniform except for one. That'll be his 11th goal of the season and his 22nd point, as this puck eludes the stick of Travis Armstrong. Armstrong has been having a tough middle part of the season, especially with his puck handling ability. And in speaking with those close to the Rail Yard Dog program, it's great that he's already above the 20 assist threshold, but it's just the little details of his game and trying to find ways to break out pucks cleanly, not turn them over, and it's frustrated him. Somebody who takes this game very seriously and takes the responsibility of the C on his sweater very seriously, wanting to improve here for Roanoke. Dumped in by the Dawgs, as Harrison Harper will scoop it up for Fayetteville. Leaves it in space for Mark Wilson, who will find Tanner Fraze in the near wall. Marksmen are through center. This is Reimers hanging on to the puck at the near side face-off circle. Centering pass. This puck is loose. Scooped away at the last moment by Anselmo in his first professional shift. Brought ahead by the Rail Yard Dogs. 3-on-3 as they cross the attacking blue line. Backhanded into the near side corner and behind the net to Jansen. He'll feed Zimlitska at the far side point. Zimlitska lays below the goal line. Hepner tried to make a move, lost the puck. Behind the net is Anderson. He one-hands it. This one goes off the glass to Hepner. Brady Hepner on his backhand was looking for Jansen, had the lane taken away, and the Marksman will have it in the near side corner. Fraze reaching after it, poked it right to Roanoke. Up to the near point, Zimlitska will feed to the far face-off circle. Here's the drive. Moran got a piece of it with the far leg pad on C.J. Stubbs, who was a real bright spot for the Rail Yard Dogs against the Marksmen last weekend. He scored a pair in Thursday's loss. Rodebush will stop it behind the Roanoke net. 6 minutes gone by here in this first period. 1-0 Marksman. Jones to C.J. Stubbs. Just chips it forward. He was looking for DeVito to drive. He did not. In the far side corner, Jeff Jones centers the puck. This one is on edge before it's scooped up. And here come the Marksmen 3-on-2. Driving here is Moore. Gives to the back door. Centering pass off the skates of Brian Moore as he had a man that had jumped up into the rush. And I believe that was Biesinger. Marksman will reset. This is Moore, the goal scorer. Feeds to the far side wing. It's Bednard. Chips it up ice for Biesinger. He's got a seam. Tommy Biesinger driving. Took a stick up at the midsection from Sherwood. Will keep going. Near side point. This is Cup, who fumbles with the puck. Has to reset at the red line and will send it to the bench side boards. What a chance for Biesinger. And the Marksman bench wanted a hooking penalty. Not going to get one, as Cup will find Bednard crossing the attacking blue line. He turns inside to the near wall, has to give it up into space to the far point. The Marksman will club it back behind the net and then get off on a change as Brant Sherwood will settle the puck for the Rail Yard Dogs here. 7 minutes gone by in the opening frame. Brian Moore has the lone goal. Marksman out shooting the Rail Yard Dogs 6-2 as we near the halfway point of this first period. Sherwood headmans to Chris Vela, who drives to the near side corner. Sends it all the way around the boards where it's stopped by the captain Armstrong. Feeds behind the net to Vela. This one hops over his forehand, and getting to it first is Jarrett Cup. He's smushed against the end wall. Renda will feed it to the far side wing. Here come the Marksmen up through center. Opening up some space. This is Glover. Gives a backdoor pass as he was looking for the driving FX Girard. The pass didn't make it to him as the Rail Yard Dogs swipe at the length of the rink. Moran careful not to touch it. This will be icing, but with 12:25 to go in the first period, we'll take our first media time out of the contest. Marksmen leading 1-0 on the goal from Brian Moore.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. 1-0 Marksmen in the lead. Brian Moore has the goal. The Fayetteville Marksmen looking for their third straight win over this Roanoke Rail Yard Dog group, and it's not been easy, but nonetheless, a Marksman group that has improved markedly, no pun intended, over the last month. Into the far side corners, the Marksmen will have the puck in their attacking zone. Good play by Picorni to find O'Day off the far side boards. Now the Marksmen take it away. Up at the point, Oliveri squares for a shot through traffic. It misses over top of the crossbar. Roanoke the first team to it, as Nenadal will be the one to poke it back. Now a pass goes all the way ahead toward Biesinger, misses him. This will be icing against the Marksmen. 7:59 into this first period, 1-0 Fayetteville. Also keep an eye on this. Austin Rodebush is not used to being the guy that is having to play from behind, and he's normally the one that is keeping his team in it. And I thought he did a very good job in Thursday's 3-2 loss, especially stopping 16 of 17 in the first period. But one that goes in on him early is rare, and the Marksmen look to build on that here in the opening frame of play. Armstrong winds and fires, sends it into the far side corner on a slap pass. Now he tees it up for a drive. This goes off a body on the way through. Anderson on the rebound, pushes it wide of the near side post, back behind the net. Mac Jansen jockeying for position against Vincenzo Renda. Taken away as Oliveri will send it up ice, and spinning here is Biesinger. He's going to drop it back for Renda, who will push it ahead quickly as Moore will dump it in, taking a hard shoulder from Armstrong. And Travis Armstrong had words for Brent Moran at the end of Friday's loss. Moran always keen to flash the smile and with a thick Ontario accent, share a couple of chirps back. Brent Moran has been welcome relief to a goaltending position that had gone through some turmoil for the Marksmen through late December and early January. Driving here is McCloy. Lost the puck in the near side corner. He'll get help from Reimers. This one squirts up to C.J. Stubbs on the near side half wall. The rail yard Dawgs are right back out to center. Dumped in behind the net. Is out of his goal to play it is Moran in the trapezoid. Shoots it around to the near boards. Off Anselmo as this puck is scooped up by the Marksmen. Jarrett Cupp, former member of the Macon Mayhem, will lay it below the goal line and go to chase it himself. He's around Anselmo and Zimlitska. Great play by Jarrett Cupp as he'll backhand to the near corner and let the forward group go to work. FX Girard will get some help from Drake Glover. Girard will be the one to peel away at the far side hash mark. Survives a shoulder from DeVito. Centering pass to the point. Here's a long drive by Hoffman, kicked away by Rodebush through traffic. In the near side corner, Marksmen get to it once again. Cupp gave to Glover, who centered to FX Girard. He'll pick it up, but was unable to get the shot off, and wisely will have to regroup at center here. Girard is just going to give back to Cupp, who will push up to Alex Reynaud. Reynaud down the near side wing. He drives around his man and centers a little two-hopper pass that goes over top of everybody's stick. Roanoke's right back out to neutral ice, but just as soon as they had it, they lose it. The Marksmen are back the other way. Driving in here, Biesinger lost possession of the puck. He took a stick up high. This is going to be a penalty, and the rail yard Dawgs will touch it. That's going to send the Marksmen to the power play, the game's first. And a quick look at Tommy Biesinger will tell us whether that will be of the 2 or 4 minute variety. 9:36 to go in the first period. Tell you about the penalty right after this.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Welcome back to the All-American city of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Drew Blevins with you, and the Marksmen about to go on the game's first power play, the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the Fayetteville Marksmen, operating at 18% on the season. They are 25 for 139 on the year. The Roanoke Rail Yard Dog penalty kill operating at a tick better than 86%. Both of those are middle-of-the-pack numbers in the SPHL. St. Peter Pest Control provides year-round pest control solutions. Send all your bugs to see St. Peter. Marksmen did score a special teams goal last weekend. Oddly enough, it came shorthanded, but here's a chance. Biesinger pulls the trigger. Rodebush gets a piece, the rebound. They score! Bednard sweeping at the rebound, and it's 2-0 Marksmen. Not even 12 minutes into the contest. And that's a big goal for this Fayetteville group. So many times they've taken the lead in this building, and against a scrappy Roanoke group, they've coughed it up here at home. And this time they're able to add to it as Shane Bednard puts the puck in the back of the net. It'll be his 8th goal this season for his 23rd point. And a goal at 10:44 into this first period sends the Marksmen up 2-0. Fayetteville will work from their own zone. After the face-off win, they'll center here to Cup. He's got a lane, but lost the puck on his backhand. It came up high. That may have caught Reimers. Centering pass. Here's a chance in front for Roanoke. Blocked by the defensive group in front. Cup setting things up from the middle blue line. Sends it to the near side corner. Calls to get it back. Sweeps to the far side point. That's Renda, who will lay it into the far corner. Now Cup winding. He'll drop it back. Here's his shot. Rodebush says no. On the good chance from Biesinger. The far side face-off circle. And excuse me, the Marksmen are still on. The St. Peter Pest Control power play here is what initially had gone up on the clock as a 2-minute minor was changed as the puck was being dropped to a 4-minute double minor. So this is a chance for the Marksmen to double up, and a 3-0 lead here would be massive for the Marksmen. Bednard will take the draw as Sean Hopp, the referee, seems to have found a divot in the ice and working to get some snow over that. Marksmen out shooting the rail yard Dawgs 9-2 in this first period. They have 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. They've already scored once on this double minor. A reminder for those of you that may be new to the game, you can score once in the first 2 minutes of a double minor, and then you'll get a 2-minute power play when the puck drops to restart play. So the Marksmen will wipe this one down on a shorthanded chance for Roanoke. Austin Rodebush wants to go. Jones laid it ahead for Stubbs. Jumping in front of him to grab the puck is Brian Moore. He's going to settle to Don Oliveri behind the net. Oliveri also enjoying what I would characterize as a quietly good season offensively. A lot of secondary assists for Oliveri, who you very rarely talk about this with a veteran player, is starting to see an uptick in his maturity and responsibility. Here's a physical error, though, as a pass misses the stick of Reno. This will be icing against the Marksmen. And I really think one of those things about Oliveri that you're starting to see is he's willing to take shots from the point. At one point, he was not accurate, and he's able to shoot himself out of that by scoring from the point against Pensacola on the power play. And then he's somebody who's got great vision from the blue line, and that's something that he's been able to showcase throughout his career. He's played a lot of different places, including a handful of defunct teams. Driving down the near side boards, Glover will center. This is a bouncing puck at the near post, stolen away, and it could be a shorthanded chance for Nick DeVito. Good hustle back by Vinny Renda to cut him off, forcing the dump in onto Moran. Anderson is the one chasing. He sends behind the net, and Roanoke is going to have a very good kill effort here as Anselmo exits the box on just his second pro shift, taking the double minor. Roanoke limits the damage to 1 goal. Could be a chance for Tanner Fraze down the near wing as he gets around Brant Sherwood, who has dropped back to play on the blue line here. Rolling puck settles on the near side boards, just laid up ice craftily. Now a chance for Vela as he's crunched by Biesinger. Armstrong levels his man on the far side wing as Nenadal will pick it up. Josh Nenadal, ridden into the far side corner boards, has to give it up to Armstrong, who comes crashing in. Played behind the net as Wilson engages with Nenadal, who's got his stick tied up, no call. Sherwood pulls the trigger, gloved by Moran. 6:31 to go in this first period. Brantley Sherwood has never been somebody to pass up an opportunity to shoot the puck. That was a good chance for Roanoke, and Brent Moran has his best save of the evening so far. I think you like that about Brant Sherwood's game as a veteran leader who's logged a really good chunk of SPHL games and has been rewarded in the points department for it. But he's the one who's been asked to sacrifice and step back and play on the blue line as he'll line up here. the inside point. Sherwood spent most of last season under the tutelage of former SPHL legend Jerome Bichard, who gave plenty of time with the Columbus Cottonmouths as this one bounces in front. It's taken away by the Marksmen. Bichard, now the head coach of the Columbus River Dragons in the Federal League, brought on Sherwood to play, suffered an upper body injury, and did not want to leave West Georgia. So stayed on the bench and learned a lot about the game from Bichard as his assistant coach. Interesting guy to talk to, and certainly not afraid to flash the $1 million smile. And, well, right now, you may not be seeing a lot of that. As his team trails 2-0. 5:50 to go in the first period. 2-0 Marksmen lead. Taken back behind the net. So the Marksmen will break it out up the far side boards. Hepner winds and fires. Moran catches, and he'll freeze right on the edge. The goaltender's trapezoid with O'Day lurking in front. Face-off will be the glove blocker side of Moran. And the Marksmen lose the draw. And that's something that I think the Marksmen would like to improve on, but in Thursday's win, they won 60% of draws against Roanoke, and what arguably was their best performance in the face-off circle. Of course, there's no metric for that in the SPHL, but as you're watching the game, if you're noticing a team winning a lot of face-offs, they're over 60% winning them. This is O'Day at the top of the near circle. Hanging on to the puck, he'll stick handle the point. Backdoor pass goes off a stick as Alex Reynaud got a piece of it up into the protective netting and out of play. 5 minutes to go in the first period. Marksmen up 2-0.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Fayetteville Marksmen enjoying a fine Friday night in the All-American City. Strong start to this game for the Marksmen as Brian Moore and Shane Bednard have the 2 goals in this one. 2-0 Fayetteville with 5 minutes to go in the first period. Marksmen are out shooting the rail yard Dawgs by a clip of 9-5. Although, rather notably, ever since the goal by Bednard, the Marksmen have not had another shot on goal. And that goal came 10:44 into the period, now at the 15-minute mark in. This will be chipped up and ahead. Fraze will drop for Vincenzo Renda. In the near side corner, this will be scooped all the way around to Chris Vela. Vela will pitchfork this one sky high up in the air. Oliveri awaiting it at the red line. He's double-teamed and loses the puck. A chance for Anderson. His shot goes off the stick of Renda and wide. Taken behind the net by Chris Vela. Vela has had a strong offensive game up to this point as he's toted the puck below the goal line on more than a couple of occasions. Now Armstrong bids one toward the goal. Knocked away, and here come the Marksmen 3-on-2. Right up Broadway is Fraze, who will backhand to the far corner looking for Taylor McCloy. He's edged off the puck by Armstrong, and Brant Sherwood will be the one to look up ice with it. Thought about starting quickly. Instead, is going to allow his team to get a new forward group on. We'll leave it behind the net for Dylan Hill, who has not seen a ton of ice time yet. So he's just making his way back from Fort Wayne in the ECHL. And we'll talk more about that during our first period intermission report, as what you are and are not going to see when it comes to rosters in the SPHL. Hill throws one toward the cage. This one goes off the skates of FX Girard. Is taken behind the net. Stubbs stands up. Matt McNair, and Jeff Jones picks up the puck. Finds Dylan Hill at the near point. He'll sweep across. Picorni winds and fires off the end wall. Behind the net, Jones looking for it. He can't collect. Marksmen will break it out right up Broadway as McNair will backhand to Drake Glover. He's around Picorni. Glover takes a hard shoulder, kept possession. Stubbs came in, forces the puck loose, and Dylan Hill will take it below the goal line. He backhands to Jones, who lost it. And now a chance for the Marksmen. Driving in is Brian Moore on Dylan Hill. Moore backhands to the point as Cup sends one toward the net. This one's just wide as Rodebush took an awkward fall at the top of his goal crease. Now Renault will find Shane Bednard on the far boards, trying to play it below the goal line one more time. This one's intercepted. Rail Yard Dogs are out to center in the form of Tommy Picorni. Picorni, the defenseman, showing off some hands, loses the puck to the last man, and now a 2-on-1 for the Marksmen. Driven in Moore, finds Renault, his shot kicked away by Rodebush. Behind the net, Brian Moore lost the puck to Brant Sherwood, who will turn it over at the far blue line. Picorni gets a knock-in on his man, that's Hoffman. A takedown behind the net is chasing the puck here is Brian Moore. Below the goal line, Bednard now, he centers, Moore's got it, he fires, Rodebush cuts it down and hangs on to the rebound. Great chance there for the Marksmen, and that's vintage Austin Rodebush. That's somebody who is really right in the middle of fire there and remains calm somehow. Good stop on the 2-on-1, and then Brian Moore has been deadly from that spot all year long. And Rodebush on the top of his goal crease challenging to keep this 2-0. Fayetteville has just plainly outplayed Roanoke in the first 20 minutes, and this is going to be a point of frustration for the Rail Yard Dogs, who have historically traveled well to this building. Armstrong headmans the puck to the far side boards, just chipped up ice by Jansen as O'Day goes crashing for the puck. Hepner now working with Jansen. Given to Travis Armstrong, who will hang on to it far side point. A turnover off a skate now, a rolling puck in front. DeVito looking for space. Had the puck sticked away by Fraze to the point for Sherwood. Off the top of his stick and right back out to center. New line coming on for the Marksmen. 90 seconds to go in the first period. A rolling puck scooped up by Fayetteville. Here comes Drake Glover. He holds, he fires. Rodebush makes the save. I don't know if you caught it on camera. It looked like a light bulb may have blown up on the catwalk as just a sudden dark spot, and it still looks like it may be a hair darker in Austin Rodebush's end. And there are two lights that are out up in the catwalk. We're going to keep going as there's still clearly plenty of light to allow us to continue play, but it was rare to see two of them blow right there. Now Anselmo, double team, gives it away in the slot. Here's a chance, blown wide by FX Girard. There's a guy who has really turned on the Jets in this last month. Hard hit at the red line as Anderson is separated from the puck by Oliveri. Renda will feed to the far side boards as Oliveri calls for it in the center. Don Oliveri ahead of the red line. Down the far boards, he's into attacking ice. Oliveri around his man. He'll wrap it, tried to tuck it. Loose puck in front, pushed wide of the far post with Biesinger lurking there. Roanoke will bounce it out. Skating ahead is Jesse Anderson. Dumps it in below the goal line. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Armstrong gives to Jansen. He's got a lane, but we've got a delayed penalty, and this is going to be a too many men on the ice call. And it may go against the Rail Yard Dogs on a long change. And that's exactly what it's going to be. Roanoke gets caught for too many men. And at the tail end of this first period, the Rail Yard Dogs are going to give the Marksmen their second chance on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Too many men on the ice, 19:33 into the first period. And Dan Bremner is not happy about it. Evan Knox, the linesman, is the one having to give the explanation. It was Sean Hopp, the referee, who actually called the penalty, and he's not going to give Bremner the time of day. Bremner searching around his own bench for an answer. He's not going to get one, and he'll watch the final 27 seconds of this period from the front step. Now Moore gives to the point. Here's a chance and a drive. Rodebush makes the save. The rebound loose in the slot. Roanoke can't clear. Oliveri winds. Pushed to the far side wing for Biesinger. Alex Renault Centers as the puck makes its way to Brent Moran. He's got 5 seconds. Gives to Oliveri, who tees it up. This one's blocked by Stubbs. He's stung, and that is where the horn will sound to end this frame. The Fayetteville Marksmen come out with a white-hot start, and they jump all over the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs in the opening 20. 2-0 the score at the end of the first period. Shots on goal through the first period for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 14, and for the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, 6. Strong start for the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll put this period on reset for you right after these messages, and we'll also talk about what we're seeing across the entirety of the game of hockey when it comes to roster moves during our first period intermission report. This is Marksman Hockey.
Big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up. They spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins alongside with you. Through 20 minutes of play, the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 2-0 lead on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, and I think that's an important period for the Marksmen, and certainly one that they've laid some roots and can find a way to build back in the second period, especially with 1 minute and 33 seconds of power play time carrying over after the too many men on the ice call taken in the final minute of the first period. Let's go ahead and look at how this period shapes out. Brent Moran opens the scoring on really a grimy goal, one that we haven't seen him score, but in the ECHL he was prone to scoring. It comes just 3:42 into the first period, and Moore just continues to go on a tear, as now he is the 5th marksman to make his way into double digits in the goal-scoring category. That'll be his 11th of the season. And I think that's one for Moore that you really like to see him get, where he's not just lurking out in space looking for a pass to create a breakaway or having an odd man rush back in overtime. No, that's one that's all effort, and it's one where he goes to a dirty area and he gets rewarded for it with his 11th goal. As we told you during the broadcast, and it bears worth mentioning again, Moore has scored at least a point in every game he is dressed in a marksman uniform. Zach Hoffman and Tommy Biesinger will have the assists on that goal. And then 10:43 into the period, Shane Bednard just hanging out at the far side goalpost, puts the puck in the back of the net on a feed from Biesinger. Alex Reynaud will key in with a secondary assist. And I think Bednard has been somebody who's really come on in the last month. He and Oliveri, I think, have been really noticeable, and FX Girard for that matter as well, with just effort plays and finding ways to get themselves free, create space. And Bednard had been a guy who was really content to kind of hang out at the tops of the face-off circles and be a facilitator instead of a finisher. But don't tell him that now, because he's going below the tops of the circles and putting himself right back into the field of play where he's going to be a major factor in the offensive zone. And I think it's so key to look at who he's playing with alongside Brian Moore, as those two have just found chemistry, and that's big when you've got a guy in Brian Moore who hasn't played all that much and still clearly has his legs under him and is one of the best players in all the land, especially in the SPHL. You see how special he can be. It can be intimidating to play next to a guy that's that good. But Bednard has taken up the challenge, and those two have remained on the same line in all but 2 games in Brian Moore's now 13 with the Marksmen. Keep an eye on that, especially as you head down the pipe toward the playoffs, as that could be a major factor in the way these lines get composed through the stretch of the rest of the season. And then Roanoke, you are always looking for the counterpunch because the rail yard Dogs have found it. They've had it at times. They haven't had it at others. And this evening, it just didn't seem like they had it in the first period. I think Austin Rodebush, I won't say he looked discombobulated. I will say at times I think he's looked uncomfortable. He's looked a little off balance, back on his heels a little bit. And that's something to keep a close eye on. When you've got a good goaltender that is very close to being put right back on the shelf, I mean, this would be back-to-back games. If the Marksmen are able to come out and score a quick one on the power play, I think Dan Bremner has to pull the trigger to allow his team to stay close in this game, and one that is meaningful for them especially. But, of course, not talking about that quite yet. The Marksmen really just came out and had a strong, strong period, and I think it's one that they're able to build on. And keep an eye on these first 2 minutes, because after all, if the Marksmen get one here, they find themselves right back where they were in Roanoke on Friday, up 3-0 very early in the second period. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break. Coming back from it, we're going to talk about what's going on throughout the entirety of the game of hockey. The NHL getting rid of its 6-man taxi squad. The Olympics are going on right now as well. And just a lot to talk about in the world of hockey, specifically how it affects the SPHL and the Marksmen right after this.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
All righty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins with you on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. Wanted to take a little bit of time to talk to all of you about what's going on in the world of hockey, and really we only get to talk about this every 4 years. We'll start things off with the international storylines as the United States women's hockey team has advanced to the semifinals in the Olympics. That means they will play for a medal, and whether that is gold or bronze, we will know in just a couple of days before that gold medal matchup. And of course, ever since 1998, it's been the United States or Canada to win every Olympic gold medal. The United States in 2018 in Pyeongchang, and in 1998, the very first Olympic competition in Nagano. So the U.S. women have had success in Asia, with Beijing hosting these 2022 Olympics, perhaps a third gold medal coming in the direction of the U.S. They were challenged last night against the Czech Republic, but they come away with a 3-1 victory and know they will be playing for a medal with 2 games left in this Olympics for the U.S. women. More pertinently, though, to the Fayetteville Marksmen, when you look at what is going on in the world of hockey, the NHL has gotten rid of their taxi squad. And you're going, well, Drew, what was that? During the COVID-19 pandemic, the NHL had implemented a rule that teams could carry 5 skaters and a goaltender wherever they went on the road. And if they needed to pull somebody in because of a positive COVID test, they could do so from the taxi squad without having to go through testing and travel and put players through more of a protocol approach. Well, the NHL's gotten rid of that, considering they will only be testing symptomatic players for COVID-19 from now until the end of the season. And that means in the AHL, 6 players are going back down to the ECHL, which means 6 players are coming from the ECHL back down to the SPHL. And right now, the Knoxville Ice Bears are the team that has improved the most from this massive shift of humanity back down to the leagues that they largely started the season in, as both Christian Stead and Andrew Ballant are back with the Knoxville Ice Bears. That solidifies things in net for Knoxville, with Stead and Evan Moyce seemingly for the time being. Andrew Ballant will key into a blue line that had been a little bit shaky and didn't have a lot of firepower behind Jason Price, with Alex Palmerville still up in the ECHL. For the Marksmen, though, with their players that had gone up largely staying with groups that are struggling, guys like Marley Quince and Carlos Forneris don't seem to move in this shift right now. And, of course, there's a lot of thought that at the end of the season, once the playoff picture starts to solidify in the ECHL, potentially you get guys back who want to be put in a spot to run for a championship. The Marksmen are getting very, very good. And I think Corey Melkert had mentioned it specifically in regards to the goaltending position. Sometimes the best problem you can have is not knowing who's going to go on any given night. The SPHL does not have a large roster. You're not going to be able to just hoard players, and guys are going to have to earn their spot. And I think this is where coaching comes to a critical juncture, is who are you going to keep on this roster if it comes to a point where guys are coming back down, and it'll be interesting to see that development. We're going to step aside for a couple of minutes. Coming back from it, we'll take you around the SPHL with a full slate of action, making the only team off tonight. This is Marksman Hockey.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Well, if you want to know what's going on in the SPHL this evening, right now, it's a whole lot of nothing, but things are going to pick up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Let's go for a quick spin with what's going on in a full slate of action. Of course, the Marksmen of the Rail Yard Dawgs here in Fayetteville, the only game in the Eastern time zone, which means the next puck will drop in about 5 minutes. Huntsville hosting Peoria. That's a 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern puck drop. Also at 8 Eastern, Vermilion County hosting Quad City. And again, there are going to be a lot of Bobcats fans in Fayetteville, as the large majority of their games left are between themselves and Peoria and themselves and Quad City. And everybody here with the Marksmen really wanting Vermilion County to catch a little bit of a heater to give the Marksmen a chance to catch up to the 3rd and 4th place team in the SPHL. At 8:05, Pensacola will host Knoxville as the Ice Bears looks to right the ship. And the nightcap at 8:30, Birmingham hosting Evansville in games that feel like they're worth double for the Bulls, as they have the opportunity to hop over Evansville if they can catch a little bit of a heater here late. We'll be right back after these messages with second period puck drop from Fayetteville. This is Marksman Hockey.
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Welcome back to the Crown Coliseum, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Drew Blevins alongside you as the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 2-0 lead and 1 minute and 33 seconds of power play time that carry over into this second period. Brian Moore and Shane Bednard, the goal scorers, while the Rail Yard Dogs were only able to put 6 shots on net during the opening frame. Evan Knox, the linesman, will be the one to put the puck in play. He's ready to drop it as the horn is sounded. Top group out for the Marksmen on the power play as Bednard wins the draw. He'll send it below the goal line to Renault, who chopped it around looking for Biesinger. Stolen, but Moore holds the line, middle blue line. Played to the far side corner. Renault once again unable to hold it. This time Roanoke's able to get around to Valiveri and just out to center. Brian Moore, crafty veteran with over 150 ECHL games under his belt. Headman looked for Biesinger as this one missed him. Icing did not look like it was going to be called. Austin Rodebush had his arm up, and it took a moment, but Evan Knox blows the whistle. And a critical miscue for the Marksmen will send the faceoff back down to their end with just 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the penalty being served by Mac Jansen. Crafty play there, too, by Dan Bremner. We saw the Marksmen almost execute on this as well, with Taylor Best serving an extraneous instigation minor last Thursday, and it nearly sprung a breakaway chance. If there's anybody you want one-on-one the other way for Roanoke, it's Jansen. Bednard is going to drop this all the way back for Biesinger, who has to cough it up to Brian Moore with Brady Hepner lurking in his attacking zone. Now Biesinger gets around O'Day. A crafty pass goes under the stick of Hepner, but Moore gives it away at the attacking blue line, and so the Marksmen will have to go back to their own end to collect. Just 27 seconds to go on the power play, and the Marksmen struggling to go north. Headman pass at the red line. Bednard tipped it right to Sherwood. He'll do the honors down the length of the rink. Moran will have to leave this one on a tee. Maybe time for one more rush for the Marksmen. Up the near side boards, Reimers skating after it. He's beat out to the puck by Wojtek Zimlitska, but Reimers catches up to him and hits him hard on the far boards. McCloy and Stubbs vie for the puck. Now Reimers nearly gave it away, has to send it to the far corner. Bednard punished by Dylan Hill. That's a smart play by Hill, who has spent the last 2 months in Fort Wayne, the ECHL. Why is that such a smart hit? Is he saw McCloy's number, and while he still contacted him, he didn't drive through him. That's a legal play and a really nice job to not do anything dangerous in the far side corner. A heady play by Hill. Far side boards, this is Stubbs. Lost his footing and lost the puck. Drake Glover carries it in for the Marksmen. He'll drop. This puck will be scooped up by Zach Hoffman. Everybody has to touch up. New line coming out for the Marksmen. 17:40 to go in the second period. 2-0 Fayetteville in the lead. Marksmen cannot touch the puck until they're onside. They are, as Fraze will dump it to the far corner. McNair chasing after the puck. Dylan Hill will be the first one there in the trapezoid. Gave it away to McNair. Now Matt McNair having to vie for it with Jansen. He'll send below the goal line. Wrap chance in front. A one-timer goes off of Dylan Hill in front, and the Dogs are still not able to clear. Far side corner. A drop pass. Gerard gives in front. They score! Drake Glover pulls the trigger on the one-timer. Henry Dill jostling at the Roanoke bench, and he's going to come in. A frustrating night for Austin Rodebush, who will have his evening end after giving up that one. And the Marksmen are laying on the mustard here at home against the Rail Yard Dawgs. So Henry Dill will hop into the Lions' Den. Just 2:50 into the second period. Rodebush gives up 3 on 15. And Roanoke will look to build some form of momentum with a new goaltender in net. Marksmen are into their own zone, but not with possession. It's right back up the near side boards comes Nenadal. And this is where you wonder, where does Roanoke find a tone-setting play for the remainder of this game? Nenadal and Vela have been known to drop the gloves. Here's a drive, kicked out by Moran. The rebound scooped up by the aforementioned Vela. Chris Vela really transforming his game this evening as he's been the one with possession furthest into attacking ice. 16:20 to go second period, 3-0 Marksmen. Near side boards. Taken by Biesinger as he was looking for Bednard, but the pass stretches too far for him, so Roanoke will settle behind Dill, still trying to get his footing under him. Caught up with Henry Dill prior to tonight's game, and he had mentioned to me that he had seen marked improvement from this Fayetteville group, and one of the guys was Tommy Biesinger, who is yet to put the puck in the back of the net, but has a pair of assists tonight, and now has points in 2 straight games for the Marksmen. Far side boards, a rolling puck around the stick of Renda will be taken by Jansen. Look to center, but there's 2 Marksmen right there. Fayetteville will hold in their own zone as Reimers leaves it in space for Oliveri. Up the near side boards, here comes Taylor McCloy. Feeds it out to the far wing. This is Reimers. Gives to McCloy. This is a 2-on-1 partially. Dill gets a piece of it with a glove side leg pad and a strong stop on cold legs. This is a turnover at center. Oliveri winds. He drives just wide of the far side goalpost. It'll catch the corner boards and roll all the way back into the trapezoid behind a Brent Moran. Henry Dill out of Utica College, where he won a conference championship with the Pioneers. Now the Marksmen may have numbers coming back. This is just dumped in by Alex Reynaud. Near side corner, a one-on-one battle ensues. Armstrong comes in, knocks the puck free. Marksman had it for a moment, but a good stick by DeVito gets it all the way out. Moran will play this one up off DeVito with a little bit of a pinball action. Brought ahead by Sherwood. He's back into attacking ice. Sherwood crushed against the near side boards as Hoffman got the better of him. Zach Hoffman now will skate the puck. A good screen set by Alex Reynaud. Hoffman backhands it up ice. Here's FX Girard. He squares. Reynaud shoots! Just wide of the near post. Henry Dill had the glove out, and he may have gotten a piece of it as that one screened wide. Now DeVito for Roanoke will send to the near boards to O'Day ahead of the attacking blue line. Cup is the first in. A good play to leave it in open space as Hoffman will backhand it up the near side boards to Biesinger. Tommy Biesinger driving. He shoots low. Kicked away by Dill. A takedown behind the net as Zimlitska takes a hard spill. Roanoke still able to get it out, but only to the red line. That's Harper, who will find Wilson. Just pushes it in ahead of the attacking blue line. Now Moore gives to the point. Here's a bouncing puck. Biesinger puts it down. He scores! Tommy Biesinger continues his tear against the Rail Yard Dawgs, and this one is getting out of hand. 4-0 Fayetteville in the driver's seat. Good things happen when you put the puck on net. Tommy Biesinger lurking out in front, caught the puck right on the fox head on the crest of his uniform, put the puck down and pushed it around of Henry Dill. So the Fayetteville Marksmen extend the lead to 4-0. And on the icing call, 13:32 to go in the second period. We'll pause. Fayetteville has the boot on the throat of Roanoke. 4-0.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
4-0 Fayetteville leads. 13:32 to go in the second period. And this has been a statement game. For this Fayetteville Marksmen group. Four nothing, 4 different goal scorers, different lines. This has been big. Face-off one right in front of the Marksman bench by Fayetteville. They give it away, crossing over the attacking blue line. Near side boards. This will just be dumped in by Anderson. Behind the net, Moran had it for a moment, had to leave it along. Mark Wilson is going to get his second assist as a marksman on the goal, as he was the one who fired the shot from the point. So 7 minutes into this second period, the Marksmen have added a pair more. And now the question for Dan Bremner's squad is there anything left in the tank, or are you just trying to get to tomorrow? And I know it's early to say that, as Sherwood gets cracked in his own zone, lost his helmet. He's got to get off without playing the puck, as Roanoke will settle. Henry Dill is going to pull the helmet back into his own net here. It's behind the net of Brent Moran. The rail yard Dawgs will crash for the puck as Armstrong feeds the far point. Anselmo sends a crafty shot off the end wall. It takes an awkward cairn, but the Marksmen are fortunate to get this one out of their own zone. Quickly ahead, but Armstrong takes it away at his own blue line. Through the middle of the rink one more time. Now the Marksmen will take it. Could be another chance. Moore centers Glover centers to McNair, who was able to put the puck on goal, but Dill reaches out and calmly collects for a whistle with 12:07 to go in this second period. And another attacking zone draw coming for this Marksman group. They've continued the offensive onslaught, outshooting this Roanoke group 19-7. Crazy stat. The Marksmen have not reached 30 shots on goal at home this season against Roanoke. Not even in the overtime game, which was largely a defensive contest back on December 4th. Marksmen are offside. They don't realize it as this is touched. And that puck will be coming outside the Marksmen attacking blue line. And here, Fayetteville's on track for more than 30. Face-off right in front of the Marksman bench. McNair, Gerard, Glover, the group that's out there. And really liked Corey Melkert's energy today in his pregame interview and had a lot of nice things to say. But even in his pregame talk with his team, he came in with a big smile on his face and just simply asked, "How you feeling today, fellas?" And, well, I don't know if anybody expected the Marksmen to be feeling this good before the halfway point of this hockey game, as Picorni's drive is wide off the end wall, and the Marksmen have the rebound. They're out to center. FX Gerard punches it up ice. Glover and McNair will chase. Rail yard Dawgs, the first team to it. Inopportune change for the Marksmen. Could spring a chance for O'Day on his backhand. Centers looking for DeVito off of skates, and the Marksmen get it, and here they come. 2-on-2 as Biesinger will drive directly behind of his man. Now a chance of the backhand. Moore. Dill says no. Rebound loose. Henry Dill on the near side goal post, pulled it off the goal line to keep it 4-0. Tommy Biesinger crashing at the near side post, nearly had his second. Henry Dill has faced 7 shots. He's given up a goal. He's had to be brilliant already, though. Dill comfortable playing in this state and was really good with the Carolina Thunderbirds in the Federal League. And if you are a believer in the development of minor league hockey players, what's been encouraging for Dill's career is that since he was called up in late December 2020, scramble in front, and Dill got back! Merciful heavens! Every bounce seems to be going Fayetteville's way tonight. Dill, had he not gotten a piece of that one, would have given up a goal. Now a chance, and Moran will squash it. But Dill has not gone back to the Federal League since his call-up in late December of 2019, It's been fun to watch him develop, and they're using every bit of the 6'2 frame to poke the puck out of harm's way, as the Marksmen nearly had a gift-wrap 5th. Bednard to take the draw for the Marksmen in his own zone. 10:28 to go in the second period. And a false start of elephantine proportions off that draw, and Jeff Jones will be ejected from the circle. Stubbs has to come in and take it. Bednar wins it clean into the near corner. This is Jarrett Cupp. Survives pressure from Mac Jansen, and he'll be able to dance it off here. Driving up the ice with it is Hoffman. He cuts to the middle. Dill calmly plays it to the far side boards, but the Marksmen take it away. They've got numbers in front. Behind the net and turning is Moore. Biesinger now to the point. Here's a one-timer. Dill swallows it. 9:59 to go in this second period. All Marksmen, 4-0.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Fayetteville Marksmen leading 4-0 here at home, halfway through this hockey game. And it's been an impressive effort for the home squad tonight. Marksmen are looking for their 7th straight win, 3rd straight over Roanoke. And this is a tough portion of the season as well, because you're seeing familiar faces in rapid succession, and it doesn't end here. Marksmen are in the middle of a stretch where they play Roanoke in 4 straight games, and when this weekend is over, 5 of the next 10 will come against Macon, including in that stretch games 7, 8, 9, and 10, all being against Macon in another two-game home road split. We'll reset and do it from the blocker side of Henry Dill. I think the Marksmen have really passed the key of offensive efficiency with flying colors, and that is massive as they almost force a turnover right in front of Dill again. Meanwhile, it was a tough start for Roanoke, and they've misfired on both of their keys that we gave you in Marksman pregame. Dumped into the far side corner as this one spun toward the net. Good defensive stick by Arenda to take away the passing lane. Armstrong, the defenseman, is well below the goal line. He goes to work for it. This one bounces in front. Hepner turns and fires. Rebound in front. Moran sliding over, got a piece of it with a blocker side leg pad. And he'll keep the donut on the scoreboard for the rail yard Dogs. Headman look. Biesinger away. A diving play made, but it's passed to the front. Dill gets it. Here it is. Still, Moore has to give to the point, as the Marksmen are all over Roanoke. Here's a drive from Oliveri at the top of the near circle, and Dill swallows it. It's a great play by Travis Armstrong diving to keep Biesinger from having a breakaway. And then the centering pass to Moore, taken care of by Dill. And you can tell Henry Dill already a little winded. Who can blame him? Came in just 2:50 into this period and has been under fire. He's already faced 9 shots. Up on the near side boards, a rolling puck scooped up by Anderson, loses to Matt McNair. Tries to get around Anselmo, holds the puck as he pins himself to the far side boards. Rail Yard Dogs have 3 players to it. Nenadal scoops to Chris Vella, who will work up the near boards. His clear-in attempt goes off the shin pads of Mark Wilson, who will then stand up Anderson, who will dump it in. Harrison Harper in the far side corner. Gives the puck up. Here's McNair. He centers. Gerard will drop it back for Mark Wilson. Wilson driving in. Looked to drop it to a forward man who was Glover, but may have missed him with a pass that was, to use a curling term, a little thin. On the near side half wall now. This is Taylor McCloy, who's going to turn things back for Reimers. He'll leave for Wilson, who sends it off the corner glass, unable to get it out as Picorni will hold the line. Roanoke onto it, played below the goal line as Harrison Harper overworks Stubbs, tries to backhand to clear. He's unable to do so. Stubbs working for the puck along with Armstrong, taken away by the Marksmen. Fayetteville looking for a passing lane. Instead, they'll send it off the near side boards. This could be a 2-on-1. Here's McCloy around his man. He's got space. He shoots. Dill throws the glove up in desperation and makes the save. Taylor McCloy, I think, is another one of those guys, and of course, statistically, he's the team leader in points, but I think he's been coming on recently, too. And if you want a team to surge, you want it to be in February, March, and April. Marksmen are doing exactly that. Certainly the ice has been tilted in their favor through the first 2 periods of this hockey game, and 7:34 to go in the second period. They're looking for more. Here's a drive off the draw, off the chest of Dill. He'll cover again. I think the more impressive thing here for the Marksmen, too, is it's all 3 lines. And that's not always what you get, but balanced scoring. There's been no let-up here in this game. Roanoke has not had a shot on net in well over 10 minutes. This one's toward the front. McCloy takes the spill, will keep going as it looked like he may have been tripped up on the play. This is Hepner driving. Gets around Biesinger, but lost the puck in the near corner. Marksman will break this one out. Tanner Fraze drives on the inside boards, finds McCloy. Backdoor pass, a rolling puck. Dill looking for it. We've got an arm up, delayed penalty against Roanoke. Now Hoffman holds for his shot. Getting in front of it was DeVito. On the far side boards. Line is held, but 2 Dogs to the puck. Sherwood will touch. And this is going to be a hooking call against the Rail Yard Dogs, and the Marksmen will go back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Guilty party will be Matt O'Day. And this penalty will come 13:03 into the second period. Marksmen have played clean brand of hockey so far. No penalties for Fayetteville. And now their 3rd try on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. They are 1 for 2 already. Oliveri will quarterback it. Sweeps it to the far side wing. That's Brian Moore. Stick handled one too many times. Josh Nenadal's away. 2-on-2, shorthanded chance for the Dogs. Nenadal shoots, punched away by the blocker of Moran. The rebound bounced to Bednard. Nenadal right back in front of him will give it to Dylan Hill, who found Zimlitska, pushed ahead. Now Nenadal. Toe drags into the near side corner. In front of him, Oliveri will take the puck behind of Moran, and he'll push it up ice for Bednard. 1 man up ice. That's Alex Reynaud. Dropping the pass and reversing field. This is Moore. He'll give to Biesinger. Pulls the trigger, misses high. Oliveri finds the rebound between his feet. Gives to Brian Moore, who will twist to the far blue line. Gives to Oliveri. Thought about a slap shot instead. Will push to Biesinger near face-off circle. Cross-ice pass to Brian Moore. Feeds to Oliveri. Slap pass again to Biesinger. Right in front. This one swept on goal by Roanoke. And Henry Dill will collect and melt the puck. Difficult save there and really good footwork by Henry Dill to get back, seal himself to the post. I like Roanoke's shot there. Tried to go 5-hole. Dill had the stick down and ready. And that's an interesting power play group. Those are two big bodies out there and more in Roanoke, and trying to use a little bit of size. This is your finesse unit. So Reimers will give to Jarrett Cupp. Right back for Reimers, near side point to the near circle. He'll have Fraze, who will loft it over to Cupp. Centering pass toward McCloy. It'll bounce to Reimers. He shoots wide of the far post, and this puck may have gone out of play. It does. The glass down there, specifically in that corner, can tilt up. So every now and then you'll see a shot that catches it just the right way that will actually slide up the glass instead of staying down and firm. And those panes of glass, they're heavy. So rail yard Dawgs are able to clear it right back to their attacking end. Just 20 seconds to go in the O'Day hooking minor. 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the second period. Reimers will drop for Jarrett Cupp. His pass goes off the skates of Jansen as Reimers will knock it up ice. Taylor McCloy is the first in. He'll use some help from Reimers, but the rail yard Dawgs still win the puck battle. They'll backhand this one the length of the rink as O'Day standing in the box. He's out. We're back to even strength. Behind Moran, Marksmen are going to hold on to the puck here. 4:45 to go second period. This is McNair. Works to the far blue line and will send a cross-ice pass to Girard, who will dump it in behind Dill. He's out of his net in the trapezoid, sweeping to Armstrong, who will just be glad to push it up ice. Hepner left it in space for DeVito, who never caught up to it. Now Matt McNair for the Marksmen. Dumps it down the near wing boards. Going to grab it here is Alex Roanoke. A backhand pass to the slot is taken away by Armstrong. He gets the puck to the far wing, and now Hepner down the near side. He's in attacking space. Centers looking for Armstrong, who backhanded it well wide of the far post. Up to the point, Roanoke unable to hold the line. 4 minutes to go in the second period, and the rail yard Dawgs are back in their own zone. Headman look from Zemlitska. He'll give it to DeVito, who lost the puck to Brian Moore. Toe drag. O'Day takes it away. He shoots. Moran with a save, and he got the rebound. Brent Moran tested from a point-blank range, and two huge stops. Now Vela behind the net. Takes it to the far corner. Centers looking for O'Day. Moran takes care of that bid, and here comes Brian Moore. Chips it to Shane Bednard. He'll drop it into the high slot, taken away by Vela, who clears to the blue line no further. Oliveri holding the line to Bednard. Centers to Biesinger. His one-timer affected by Zemlitska. Now Biesinger finished in the near corner. Oliveri holding the line. Sweeps to Renda. He pulls the trigger. He scores! Vinny Renda, his first goal of the season. From the top of the far circle, it's 5-0. Well, the Fayetteville Marksmen scored twice in the first, now 3 in the second. And were it not inappropriate to use the term "this game's gone to the Dawgs" because of the present opponent, that would be the one we'd be saying. But oh, no. This game's gone to the Foxes. This goal comes 16:42 into the second period. Vinny Renda has his first of the season, and somebody that does not often put the puck in the back of the net only had a pair of assists coming into the contest. Vincenzo Renda, couldn't be happier for the guy. Renda is the epitome of an SPHL player who will be successful wherever he goes, and that's a high compliment. You get so many guys in minor league hockey that have no direction, that all they know is hockey. Here's a chance, right in front. Dill makes the save. The rebound swept to the point. Hoffman will give to Cupp, who will club down into the far corner. And a rolling puck will be taken back behind the net, continuing on Vinny Renda. He's a biology major from Salve Regina University in Rhode Island. Biology, playing hockey. One of the nicest guys you'll meet off the ice. And when you're majoring in biology at the collegiate level, as pucks up into the protective netting and out of play, you know you're going to be set up to do something when the hockey career is over. Speaking of doing something, that's one way to describe this one. 5-0, Marksmen lead. 2 minutes to go in the second period.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Bradford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
2 minutes to go in the second period. Fayetteville 5, Roanoke 0. Marksmen are outshooting the rail yard Dawgs at a clip of 28-12. Austin Rodebush was chased just 2:50 into the second period. He gave up 3 on 15. Henry Dill has faced 13 in what has been 16 minutes since Rodebush was pulled. He's given up 2. Marksmen are right back into attacking ice. Far side boards, a centering pass gets tied up in skates as Bednard was the intended recipient. Roanoke is back into attacking ice. This puck is taken away by Harper, who flips it up to Bednard. Backhands to Brian Moore. Moore hangs on to it. Finds the trailer. That's Wilson. His shot punched out by Dill. And Brady Hepner will be the one to skate it back across the attacking blue line for Roanoke. Sets up DeVito. He pulls the trigger wide to the near side post. Given up to the far blue line. Long drive caught by Moran as Sherwood's bid is stopped. This is officially the largest separation between these two teams this season. Behind the goal, the Marksman will scoop it to the near side wing for Reimers. Still backhanded up ice. Dylan Hill is there to take it. His breakout pass off the body of Reimers will bounce back and Zemlitska will settle. Far side boards, Dylan Hill drops for Wojtek Zemlitska. Punched up ice as Vela had the puck taken from him as he gets tied up at center with McCloy. Rail yard Dawgs just looking for some semblance of energy, and they may have to wait until the third period to find it. This is Renda, the most recent goal scorer. Scoops it up to Zach Reimers. Reimers out of Buffalo, New York. Gives the puck up ice, squirting through, perhaps unexpectedly, was Moore, who just split the defenseman. Now he's got a chance. Tried to tuck into the near post. Dill makes the save. There's a hard shove at the end of this sequence. And now we're going to see a kerfuffle in front. Dylan Hill grabbed on to Matt McNair as it was Reimers who looked like he may have hit his forehead on the crossbar. We'll see if there will be any penalties assessed. At the end of this, it does not look like there will be. I think more so than the hit, it was the fall that looked scary, and that caused everybody to grab a dance partner just in case we were going to do-si-do. We will not. Although the Fayetteville Marksmen may want to at the end of this hockey game. Mac Jansen on the far side boards. He's got 19 seconds to work with. Backdoor pass. Are you kidding me? What a stop by Moran from his backside. And the Marksmen are right back out to center. Brent Moran has not been tested often, but he's looked good when he has been. 3 seconds to go in the period as the puck battle on the near side boards will take us to the close of 40 minutes. The Fayetteville Marksmen have a 5-0 lead on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs through 40 minutes of play. Shots on goal through the second period. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, 15 and a game total of 29. And for the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs, 8 and a game total of 14. A lot of offense to recap for one side and a goaltending change to talk about for the other. That comes up during our second period intermission report. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Wrateford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Welcome back to the Crown Coliseum. It's been a fun night if you're a Fayetteville Marksman fan as we welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Drew Blevins with you. Marksmen led 2-0 at the end of the first period, and not only did they score another 2, but they added another bonus for good measure. They lead 5-0 through 40 minutes of play. They are more than doubling up Roanoke in shots as they lead in that category 29-14. They do have a power play goal, but the rest have come as even strength markers. The scoring in the second period starts 2:50 into the frame with Drake Glover lurking at the bottom of the near side face-off circle. He scores his 9th of the season. Just 2:50 into the second period, and that chases Austin Rodebush. And I'm mused about that in the first intermission. Austin Rodebush, I don't think, played a bad game, but I also don't think he was quite on his game either. The rebound goal to Brian Moore in front to open the scoring, not his fault. One where Brian Moore's not marked up on in front of the net. And then Shane Bednard, that's one he may like to have back. Drake Glover's was one I thought he could have had by pushing over a little bit stronger. Good shot by Glover, but that's one we've seen Austin Rodebush stop. I think it's the right move to get Henry Dill in there and preserve a chance to stay close in this game, but it seemed like that pulling the goaltender had rather the opposite effect on the rail yard Dogs, as they would quickly surrender another 6:06 into the period. It's Tommy Biesinger getting his first as a marksman from Mark Wilson. That's a shot where Wilson puts the puck on net. The rebound comes screaming out, hits Biesinger in the chest. He collected it like a football, appropriately with the big game coming up on Sunday, dropped it to his stick, beat Dill 4-0, and then 16:42 into the frame. Vincenzo Renda gets a lane. I'm not sure if Dill was screened, but Renda has his first as a marksman to make it 5-0. And a good moment for Vincenzo Renda, somebody that's easy to pull for, as we told you about during the broadcast. 5-0 the marksman lead, and now they're just looking to get out of here with 2 convincing points, their 3rd straight win over Roanoke, and critically extending the win streak to 7. Not getting a lot of help from the Vermilion County Bobcats this evening, as VC is down at the first intermission 3-0 to Quad City. So 4th place may have to wait until tomorrow for legitimate contention, but we'll talk more about that later on in this intermission. Bottom line is, this has been the most convincing effort for the Fayetteville Marksmen all season, I would say, and it's coming against an opponent that you really want to beat, and one particularly that you enjoy beating. And I think this sets a really good tone going into tomorrow's contest. But at the same time, I cannot help but shake the feeling that the Rail Yard Dogs haven't quite looked themselves this game. There's been no pushback. There's been no frustration. And we talked about in Marksman pregame, this was a Rail Yard Dog team that needed to play with a little bit of desperation and needed to act like they were vying for a home ice advantage playoff spot. I mean, yes, they're a little bit behind the Marksmen right now, but understanding you don't see this team again until March, it's one of those things where you've just got to find a way to garner some energy, and it just hasn't happened so far in this hockey game. We're going to pause for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side, we'll take you inside the broadcast booth and venture to answer some of your submitted questions. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rayford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
We welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. Drew Blevins alongside you as we welcome you into our Ask the Voice segment, where we venture to answer a couple of your listener-submitted questions from right up here in the broadcast booth. We'll start things off with a question from Mitch Johnson, as Mitch is following along in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Mitch wants to know, how does the SPHL decide what a player is suspended for and how long when it comes to length? And that's a great question, and this is one that I think it's particularly appropriate to talk about in context and what happened in the western part of the state this weekend with really a real firestorm in Winston-Salem. The SPHL, I think, has done a masterful job of outlining all possible suspensions, and if they don't have a prerequisite or they have something they know is suspendable and want to look at it, they do a really nice job of having a quick turnaround for punishment. Some offenses have a suspension that is carried on with them no matter what. If you're an aggressor in a fight in the last 5 minutes of a hockey game, it's an automatic game suspension. If you come off the bench to continue an altercation, it's an automatic 3-game suspension. And things like that are clearly and specifically outlined in the SPHL rulebook, and I think that's an important thing to have when you can cover your bases on situations. And then you look in the case of the Riley Robertson hit against Taylor Best, clearly that's an illegal hit. As we told you earlier, oddly enough, a check to the head is not an offense that is in the SPHL rulebook. That's a USA Hockey offense. So what ends up happening there is you get a charge or a board or an elbow or a roughing or something along those lines. And I'd have to go back in the case of Riley Robertson and see what the actual foul was that was given to him. It's a real consequence, but in that case, Robertson was suspended indefinitely pending review. That is the exact jargon and terminology that is used. And the league determined, because of the flagrancy of the hit and the weight behind it and the occurring injury, 4 games was the appropriate response. And that is all judged on number of offenses, severity of the offense, and that all gets taken into account when Andy Mackelman and Doug Price review those type of instances at the league office in Huntersville, North Carolina. So great question from Mitch. And what I will say is the SPHL, it's tough because it's a developmental league for everybody. It's a developmental league for staff, players, referee, and it's important to understand that because it makes it a lot easier to pull for players, and you love to see guys go up and be successful time and time again. But the SPHL is so professional when it comes to helping its officials develop because there's a framework in place to help them make fair and consistent calls, as with suspension. So thank you so much to Mitch in Fayetteville for the SPHL suspensions question. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. 5-0 Marksmen in the driver's seat of this one. We'll take you around the league right after this.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with answer mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back to the Crown Coliseum, about 3 minutes away from puck drop of period number 3 with the Marksmen leading 5-0. Let's go for a quick tour around the SPHL. Let's start things off in North Alabama, where the Huntsville Havoc have a 1-0 lead on the Peoria Rivermen at the end of the first period. Quad City on top of Vermilion County on the road, 3-0 from the David S. Palmer Arena. About to start the second period, Knoxville has a 1-0 lead on Pensacola, and Evansville and Birmingham have just dropped the puck. They're halfway through the first period in a scoreless tie. This one may very well be decided, but we could have some fireworks in the third period nonetheless. Third period puck drop is next.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Good atmosphere here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and how can it not be when you're taking down your opponent 5-0? This is the largest separation between these two teams this season. Henry Dill Comes in for Austin Rodebush. Just 2:50 into the second period. Rodebush gave up 3 on 15. Dill has given up 2 on 14. I think this is one now where you don't want to put it on cruise control. You do want to be meticulous and detail-oriented, but primary goal now is to get out of this one with a win and to get out of this one with a win and remain healthy. Marksmen will go from right to left across your radio dial here in period number 3. No carryover penalties or power plays. And these two teams will do it all over again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. on Disney night here at the Crown Coliseum. Final night of Family Weekend presented by Manna Church. Puck is dropped, and away we go with the third and final period of this one, as Armstrong will saucer to Brant Sherwood, who will work behind of Henry Dill. Sherwood slides to the near wing. Jeff Jones lost the puck at his own blue line. It's taken away at center by Cup, who will just poke it back up ice. Be scooped up and taken behind the net by the captain, Travis Armstrong, who will have a long look up ice. Armstrong slowly skating it ahead of the red line. He'll backhand it down the near boards, chopped out of midair by Cup. The marksman will just poke it back through center. Sherwood will look to Mac Jansen. Jansen gives it away at the red line, hammered in onto Dill, who will pat it off the end wall and allow Armstrong to go back and grab it. Travis Armstrong has a long pier up ice. He'll start things off himself, pass off the far side boards to Hepner, who will chip it below the attacking goal line. And the marksmen are right back into the trapezoid to grab it in the form of Oliveri. He'll find Bednard, who's double-teamed. DeVito took the puck away from him, but the marksmen have it. Back to Bednard, who turned it over to Dylan Hill. And the rail yard Dogs will dump this one down the near boards. Good speed here as Oliveri will crunch O'Day to the end wall. Bednard sweeps it around, line held by Zimlitz at the far side point. Dumped around the kick plate to the near side corner. Good little 9-iron shot by Brian Moore, unable to get it out. Now Vincenzo Renda looking up ice with it, tried to steer to Bednard, who will skate back to the puck and take it himself. Bednard will lift this one the length of the rink on net, so no icing as Dill will have to collect and play it into the goaltender's trapezoid. Dylan Hill will take the puck behind Henry Dill. He'll look up ice. Feeds to the far side wing. Now a cross ice pass for Jesse Anderson. His lane cut off by Harrison Harper, who will handle here. Backhands to Reynaud, who will feed it up ice. And now a chance behind everybody. A breakaway. They score! FX Girard. No mistake on the finish. And it's a touchdown for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Boy, FX Girard has been really, really good for this Fayetteville group in the last month. Third liner who's embraced his role. He grinds, he works hard. Saw him working with a nutritionist and conditioning coach, Tony Carlton, earlier this week, working on some leg strength, and pays off with speed like that. This goal will come 2:14 into the third period. And FX Girard will add his 9th of the season, as now he's knocking on the doorstep of 10. This one is scooped up ice. Reynaud and Harper will have the assists on the goal. And strong finish. Far side wing. Roanoke will have it at the red line, dumped in behind the net. Moran on his backhand will shovel to the far corner, and the Marksmen have it, and here they come again. Driving in is McNair. So he's got Reamers going with him. Hard takedown. This puck squirts free. Roanoke has it on the near boards. Stubbs had it for a moment, lost it. The Marksmen are right back into attacking ice. C.J. Stubbs will find Jansen. Sidesteps his man, and now a chance. Jansen is hammered right in front of the Marksman bench. Jarrett Cupp will take the loose puck in the far corner of his own zone. This puck is on edge as Henry Dill will direct traffic as Austin Anselmo will have it. Backhands to Tom Picorni. Right back to the near wing. This is O'Day. Steers it up the near side boards as DeVito goes driving down. Lost the puck at the attacking blue line. Marksmen have it. This is McCloy. He centers to Bednard with a cross-ice pass. Be finished below the goal line by Biesinger. So the far side corner, two rail yard dogs run into each other. That's DeVito and Anselmo who ended up on their backsides. Swept into the middle as the rail yard dogs are into attacking ice. O'Day had it, but this is offside as the far wing, who I believe was Picorni, the defenseman in the rush, he's offside. 6-0 Marksman lead, 15:34 to go in this third period. Marksmen have hit 30 shots, which means everybody in the building is going home with a free Petro with a purchase of a large drink, courtesy of Petro's Chili and Chips. You can visit them at the Freedom Tower Center. Far side corner, Matt O'Day will drive in for the rail yard dogs. DeVito takes the puck from him. He drives to the front. Moran seals himself along the goal line and keeps that out. Into the far corner. A headman look for Moore. He's reaching after the puck, but Dylan Hill responsibly will sweep to Zimlitska. And he'll dump it all the way around the boards. To the far side corner, this is Vela, who will try to dump it down below the goal line. That lane's taken away. This one is lifted up, and Hill will sweep to the far defenseman Zimlitska. Headmans to Anderson, who looks to the near side boards. This is Fogarty, and he got crushed by Vincenzo Renda. Jumping into the rush is Armstrong, lost the puck, and now Alex Reyno's away. Getting around of Sherwood as Fogarty will end up behind the net. Fogarty has gone through some tough sledding here. Did get an assist against Knoxville on Saturday, but during his first pro shift, he got rocked crossing the attacking blue line by Harrison Harper. I mean, that was one of the hardest hits we've seen all season. It wasn't a Don Oliveri flip. Here's a chance. Jansen down the near wing. Cuts in front as the lane was taken away by Mark Wilson, who spun out of control and actually ran into the near post. Now a chance. Shot goes off of Wilson, who's right back into the play. Corey Melkert had mentioned Mark Wilson early on in his pregame comments as here's a shot off the outside of the net by Armstrong, and said he'd been playing well, perhaps not as noticeably as Zach Hoffman, who's been really good, but he's responsible. He makes good decisions. A product of York University with a good shift here. Rolling puck in the low slot. Jansen lost it. Jones tries to hold the line as this one is sent up and out of play with 13:39 to go in this third period. Marksmen firmly in control, 6-0 the score.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
13:39 to go third period. The Fayetteville Marksmen have had this one on cruise control for a while, and it's a touchdown lead for the Marksmen, looking for the extra point here on this Super Bowl weekend. Cincinnati Bengals and the LA Rams will duke it out on Sunday late afternoon, early evening. A pair of former NC State Wolfpack football players will lace them up for the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Linebacker Jermaine Pratt and defensive lineman B.J. Hill looking for a Super Bowl championship. And if memory serves, they'll be the first Wolfpackers to win the Super Bowl since Joe Tooney did it with the New England Patriots a couple of seasons ago. Hard hit on the far wall. Knocks this puck free. 2-on-2 for the Marksmen with a trailer coming. Here's Reimers. He'll backhand to Cup looking for a lane. Tipped in front by McNair, but he angled it just too far off the far post and wide. Rail Yard Dogs are to it. Right up through center. Jansen lost the puck to Cup. Scooped up in space by Reimers. He's finished by Picorni as he dumps it in, and Dill will set things up on a tee. Dylan Hill will push to the near side wing. His driving is Anderson. Jesse Anderson stops in the near corner, feeds the point for Hill. Dylan Hill backhands it, he turns it over. Breakaway chance, this one's Glover. He toe drags, he shoots, Dill somehow kept that out. It was behind him, but the knob of his stick keeps the puck out. Oh my, what a chance that was. Chris Vela will get to the puck for the Rail Yard Dogs, and he'll send it ahead to Wojciech Zemlicka. Zemlicka gives the puck away at the top of the near circle to Renda, who would have had an assist had that gone in. Zemlicka will feed it to the far side boards as Nenadal will dump it in. Left in space by Cup for Renda. Backhands to Biesinger. Tough pass to accept as Hepner was in front. He's got it. Fires, but misses wide of the near post. And the puck will hop over the stick of Zemlicka, right back out to center. Zemlicka began the season as an assistant coach for Dan Bremner. Traded in the suit for a stick and has suited up from the tail end of December until now. And largely that's because there's been a shortage of defensemen in all of hockey, and nowhere has it been felt more than in Roanoke, who just last weekend had to suit up with 5 defensemen and 11 forwards and hope there was somebody suited to go back there. They've got all 6 back, but just as soon as they had them, for all of about 12 hours, Charlie Pelney went on to the injured reserve list, and Igor Kostyakov was extended to the 30-day IR, effectively taking him out for the weekend. So reprieve is coming, just not immediately. Brought up ice, and now another breakaway chance. This one off of Dillon, just wide of the near post. Oh, what a chance it was for Zach Reimers, who was denied. Henry Dill is not going to get this game put on his record, as the game-winning goal, at least for right now, was scored 2:50 into the second, as Roanoke will get one back in front. Armstrong chips it over Brent Moran, 6-1. And he's not going to get credit for an assist, but Henry Dill had a lot to do with that goal. Coming up with back-to-back breakaway saves, and that'll break the shutout bid for Moran. He stopped 15 of 16 here this evening. Goal comes 9:15 into the third period, and Roanoke is on the scoreboard. Far side corner, Jeff Jones looks to give it up to the point, but Henry Dill has still come up with a couple of spectacular and meaningful stops. And now a hard takedown right in front of the Marksman bench. Quick whistles here. The shoving match will ensue right by Matt Williams, the Marksman backup goaltender. And that's Zach Hoffman, who's got some words for Brant Sherwood, and I think he was shaking his knees and telling Sherwood he wouldn't go with him. And that's right. Sherwood is not going to be the guy to drop the gloves. Play was whistled offside. So with 10:22 to go in this third period, the faceoff comes back out to neutral ice and is won by the Rail Yard Dogs. Dumped in all the way around to Nenadal, who is going to take it back behind the net. He's rubbed off as 3 marksmen go below the goal line to field this one. Flipped sky high up in the air by Wilson as he tried to feed Reynaud. Anselmo jumps in front of it, gives it away at the red line as Vela took a hard run at Wilson. Roanoke will settle directly behind Dill. Picorni will give to the far side wing. This is turned over at the red line. Picorni's going to try to do it himself now. will backhand toward Fogarty, who tried to push his way by Harrison Harper, and that's just not happening. O'Day will have to turn it back for Hill. Dylan Hill spins to Matt O'Day. Splits the defenseman, may have a chance. O'Day, toe drags between his legs. Good move. Drives right to the front of the net. And ran out of real estate, losing the puck, but Hepner spins it back toward the cage. Marksman defenseman blows a tire. Chance for Hepner, lost the puck. Jarrett Cupp beats him in the far side corner, but gave it away to O'Day on the far boards. Played behind the net as Roanoke surging for life. Anderson pushes it wide to the far post. Good shift here for the Rail Yard Dogs, arguably their best of the hockey game. Here's Hill. He loads and fires. Caught by Moran, no rebound. 8:57 to go third period. Roanoke gets one back. Still 6-1 Fayetteville.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
8:57 to go, third period here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Face off to the glove side of Brent Moran, who stopped 16 of 17 shots. Travis Armstrong's deflection, the lone chink in the armor. It is the most recent goal in this one. Off to the far side boards, a centering pass is in. It's Hepner lurking in the high slot with a quick snap wrister that beats Moran on the glove side, and it's 6-2. And while one goal I don't think is significant, now the Rail Yard Dogs are beating the Marksmen 2-1 in this third period. That one could carry a little bit of weight to it. The goal comes 11-18 into the third period, as you're starting to see the Rail Yard Dogs find a little bit of late momentum. Barring a minor miracle, they're not going to win this hockey game. But the fact that they found points of attack here late mean that there is a small surge of momentum and a building block for tomorrow. Granted, it's going to be a much tougher atmosphere to win in here tomorrow. And all of a sudden now, Henry Dill, with one more goal allowed, would be on the hook for the result of this game. Sherwood drops McNair, who cleared it all the way down the near boards. This is going to be icing. 8 minutes to go in this third period, and the Marksmen firmly in control at 6-2. For Brady Hepner, who's been really good against the Marksmen this season, it'll be his 10th goal of the year, and he'll be the 5th Rail Yard Dog into goal-scoring double figures this season. Jones has it in the near side corner. McNair took it for a moment, has to fly it up the near side boards. Jones took away the lane. Here's a one-timer from Jansen, stopped by Moran. The rebound cleared to the far boards. Held on to by C.J. Stubbs. So he'll feed the far side point. This is Armstrong, who will dump it to Jones behind the net. Stubbs getting to it. Sets things up on a tee, and a quick drive goes by the near post as Jeff Jones will find the rebound. And the Marksmen may have been caught sleepwalking here through the middle stages of this third period. Now another chance in front. Rolling puck got behind Moran, but the Marksmen are on it, and this one is pitchfork sky high. Dill's going to let it go, but icing was waved because he was already out of his goal crease. Now Sherwood up the near wing. Makes a move, has a lane, he fires, and Moran will take it in the glove and hang on. 6:54 to go in the third period. Marksmen leading 6-2, but the shots on goal total starting to creep up for this Roanoke group. Marksmen have scored 1 goal on 3 shots here in the third period. Meanwhile, Roanoke's already put 12 onto Moran. And I would imagine Brent Moran is going to be the guy that you see go again tomorrow, as Roanoke is able to bounce this one around the attacking Biesinger. Brian Moore to it. Takes a shove in the back from Vela. Dumps it around the kick plate to Biesinger, who quickly tried to center, and he did, just right to Jordan Fogarty for the rail yard Dawgs. He'll backhand to Nenadal, who bounces it toward Moran. Fogarty goes chasing after it, gives up to the point. Austin Anselmo feeds Picorni. One-timer tipped on the way through and cleared to the near corner by the Marksman defensive group. Backhanded to the far side corner, and a pass ahead goes off the skates of Bednar. This is going to be icing, and it's waved. Picorni thought he had the foot race won, but Biesinger beat him out. Now Vela looked ahead for Fogarty, but passed too far, and Renda will go to chase it. Vincenzo Renda standing directly in back of his goaltender, Brent Moran. And a headman look up ice is a clean pass to Glover, who tried to dump it in. Clearing attempt was knocked down. Renault got to the loose puck, but turned it over to Dylan Hill down the near side boards. Fed over to the far wing. Driving here is Jones. Finished, as it looked like he lost his stick on the play. He did. Now Hill punches it back toward the net, wide of the far post. Hepner onto it, looking for O'Day behind the net. Stepping in to hold the line is Dylan Hill. Does so for a moment, but the Marksmen eventually forge ahead and get it out as Glover does the dirty work. New group on for Fayetteville. One-man pressure up the ice. That's Reimers. He'll force Zimlitska all the way back behind Henry Dill. 5 minutes to go in this one. 6-2 Marksmen trying to extend the win streak to 7. Sticks converge. This puck's up in the air as Hepner tried to push ahead with it. He's unable to do so. Turned over at the red line. Oliveri wisely just pitches it to the end wall. This will be Hill trading places with Armstrong and allowing him to be the one to tote the puck up ice. Just a little pass to Jansen on the near wing. He can be dangerous from here. Jansen shouldered into the end wall by Jarrett Cupp. Puck bounces into the far corner. We've got an arm up. Penalty is going to go against Fayetteville. This is Sherwood driving. He'll leave it in the far side face-off circle for Stubbs. Centering pass to Jones, misses. Stubbs picks it up. He'll find Armstrong. Cross to the far face-off circle. That's Sherwood. Delayed penalty upcoming against the Marksman. The arm is still up. Sherwood around his man. Brantley Sherwood works in the far side hash marks. Finds Jones. The pass was taken away by Moran. And the Marksman will touch, and a holding call is given by Sean Hopp. 3:56 to go in the third period. We go down the stretch when we come back. 6-2 Fayetteville.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
.356 to go in the third period here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fayetteville Marksmen can feel it mounting as they will extend the win streak to 7 straight games and have their 3rd straight victory over the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs. Most consecutive wins over Roanoke this season for the Marksmen. Previously been 2. Here's a drive and a rebound pushed wide. Top power play group is out for the Rail Yard Dawgs, and this is a group that'll give you a lot of eye candy. Fogarty drops for Nenadal, and he'll have to play to Fogarty. He was looking at Hepner, but the Marksmen are able to sweep it all the way down and out. 3:30 to go in the third period. 30 seconds gone by in the Cup Minor. Fans are watching this penalty kill intently, with seemingly everything over but the crying in this one, as if the marksmen kill this penalty, everybody in the building will receive free custard courtesy of Freddy's, and you can visit Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers on Ramsey Street. Nenadal lifted it off the blocker of Moran. The marksman clear down the near side wing. Just a minute to go in the kill till Custard. Armstrong will saunter up ice with it. Finds Jeff Jones as the familiar faces are on. This was the power play group that found a way to bring themselves within one on Thursday. Armstrong will lift to DeVito at the far side face-off circle. Nick DeVito back for Armstrong. He's got one in this game already. Fires Moran, got it with a blocker. Stubbs had the rebound from his belly making the play. Oliveri will give it ahead and cleared out by Bednard. 30 seconds to go on the marksman kill. You'll hear this place erupt if they win Custard. It'll be the third straight game here in Fayetteville that it's been a triple prize night. And they've all come against good squads. Jansen turns in the near corner. He'll feed Jones at the near point. Swept across to DeVito, far face-off circle. Centers as he found Stubbs. Penalty, well, the sound for the penalty kill played, and it is official now. Here's Cup out of the box. It's a breakaway. Jared Cup on his backhand. He scores! The extra point attempt is good. 7-2 Fayetteville. And that is the evening in a nutshell. Anything that could have gone right for the marksman has. Jarrett Cup backhands it over Henry Dill. And if it wasn't already over, that's your proverbial nail in the coffin. Jarrett Cup, third goal of the season, and that move will certainly make him a candidate for any future shootouts the marksman will have to go through. Dumped into the near corner with 90 seconds to go on this one. Marksman will advance to 24-10-1 on the season. They'll take the lead in the season series against Roanoke as they'll improve to 7-5-1 against the Rail Yard Dogs. While Roanoke will fall to 6-6-1, and after 4 straight losses against the Rail Yard Dogs, the Marksmen will look for 4 straight wins tomorrow. Minute to go in this one as Renda will turn to the far side boards. Vincenzo Renda will move it up for Zach Reimers. I'll just pitch it ahead to Biesinger. In the near side corner, the Marksmen attacking zone. Roanoke will break this one out. Played to the far side wing. The Marksmen are just going to be content to roll this clock out. Dominant performance and a 5-goal victory for Fayetteville. Here's a takedown from behind. This will be a penalty. Perfunctory at this point. Hepner will be the one to have a seat. And right there's the Custard announcement. And you can bet there's going to be a line down there at Ramsey Street, as a win like this calls for a treat. So Hepner will have a seat. Face-off won by the Marksmen, and they may be on the surge for one more with 20 seconds to go. Picorni overtaken initially, and Selmo's going to do the honors all the way down the near side wing. Fayetteville Marksmen, 7 straight victories. This one comes with an exclamation point. No breakout pass. Painted black and orange. The Fayetteville Marksmen count to 7 on the win streak. They score 7 tonight. 7-2, the final over the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. And this is a hasty exit to the locker room for the blue and gold, and this is going to set up a really interesting contest tomorrow that we'll talk about in Marksman postgame. Fans, stick around if you're following along on Hockey TV. We invite you to join us on the Marksman Radio Network on YouTube for Marksman postgame. Final score of this one, 7-2. We'll recap it right after this.
How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes the guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
3 stars being announced here at the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville, North Carolina. 3 stars are brought to you by Bubba's 33. You can visit them in the Westwood Shopping Center. Bubba's, good food, great times. 3 stars of tonight's game are as follows. The 3rd star with his first North American professional goal is Vincenzo Renda, who scored the 5th of 7 for the Marksmen tonight. The 2nd star with a goal and an assist is Brian Moore. And with a goal and 2 assists, Tommy Biesinger is our 1st star of tonight's contest. A lot of offense to recap in a game that saw 9 goals. And this one got a little sideways at one point or another. And while we told you there was a really good chance that there was momentum to build off of if you're the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, you almost feel like that gets squashed by the Jarrett Cup breakaway goal there at the tail end of that hockey game. Scoring starts 3:42 into the first period. Brian Moore on a rebound from his shot from Zach Hoffman and the first of 2 Tommy Biesinger assists. Then 10:44 into the first period, Shane Bednard lurking at the far side goalpost. He beats Austin Rodebush with assists from Biesinger and Alex Reynaud on the power play. And then just 2:50 into the second period, Drake Glover gets a feed at the near side goalpost and beats Rodebush short side. That chases Austin Rodebush, and for the first time this season, the Marksmen have forced their opposing coach to pull his starting goaltender. And it happens in strange fashion. I didn't think Rodebush played poorly. I think he would have liked to have the last 2 back, but he still came up with big saves. He allows 3 on 15 shots, and I would imagine he's going to be a candidate to be able to start tomorrow still. I think Dan Bremner is put in an intriguing position, as there's certainly cases for both these guys to get the nod tomorrow. Marksmen extend the lead to 4-0 on Tommy Biesinger's goal from a shot off the stick of Mark Wilson, as Wilson just flings it toward the net. It bounces off the chest of Tommy Biesinger on a rebound that just squirted back up high. Biesinger goes glove to stick and shovels it into the back of the net. That's the first goal Henry Dill allows. And then Vincenzo Renda blows it by Dill, 16:42 into the second period. Renda's wrister is his first North American professional goal. And for Mark Wilson, the assist is his first professional assist. And some really cool moments here tonight in a rivalry game. It didn't stop there in the third period. FX Girard blows by everybody on a breakaway down the far side. Boards, he scores to make it 6-0. And the game had already been decided at that point, seemingly, but I really thought it was good to see the Marksmen keep pushing. And the Rail Yard Dogs are able to find a little bit of offense as Travis Armstrong deflects one over Brent Moran to make it 6-1. Back Jansen with an assist along with C.J. Stubbs. And then Brady Hepner, who got the puck in the high slot with a strong wrist shot. And, you know, those are goals that are meaningful to a team that's looking to garner any bit of momentum and latch on to any building block they can. And losing that game 6-2 is a lot better than losing it 7-2. And Jarrett Cupp comes out of the box after the Marksmen get a penalty kill, sending everybody home with free custard. And he scores on the breakaway, and that's your final 7-2. Final shots on goal total for you in this hockey game. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, they had just 4 shots in the third period. They end the game with 33. Roanoke with a little surge there at the end. They have 9 shots on goal, and they will finish with a game total of 23. The Marksmen go 1 for 4 on the power play tonight. The Rail Yard Dogs go 0 for 1. And on 7 goals for the Fayetteville Marksmen, they have 21 points this evening. And I think here's the special thing about this. Brian Moore has a goal and an assist. Tommy Biesinger with a goal and 2 assists. And just kind of looking up and down the score sheet, I don't want to misquote myself, so I am going to double check. Those are the only 2 guys that are in double figures this evening, and that is massive. That's absolutely huge for the Marksmen. And as I look on the score sheet, this ought to tell you just how special this evening was. There are only 2 Fayetteville Marksmen that do not come away with a point tonight. That's Zach Reimers, who was crashing the net all evening and was kind of the behind-the-scenes setup man for his line's success. Harrison Harper, who was a physical defenseman, and Taylor McCloy, who just didn't factor in this evening. And that's sort of the way the soap floats in this strange game of hockey. So of the 16 marksmen that dress, 13 of them have a point in tonight's game. Folks, that's going to do it for us here inside the Crown Coliseum. The final score one last time, the Fayetteville Marksmen 7 and the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs 2. We'll do this all again an hour earlier tomorrow. Pre-game coverage starts at 5:45 p.m. with a 6 p.m. puck drop as the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs remain in town for game number 2 of the weekend, and the Marksmen look for their 8th straight victory. We hope you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm Drew Blevins. Have a lovely Friday night.